So we have to change that so that everyone feels safe in their family, that they can make mistakes freely and they're not going to be punished, right? We talked about this punishment, what it actually harms the relationship with your children and it makes the home unhealthy.
Right.
Okay, that is the kicker. So that's what we have to be really careful of, right?
Good
Um,
point.
but we are products of our upbringing. So we have to reflect and learn how to be better than our parents were. Because no dissing our parents. Our parents knew what they knew, but
Mhm.
now we know better.
Mhm.
So we can do better. We know that punishment hurts our kids. We can do better. We can find another way to work with them, right?
Mhm.
I didn't punish him for being disrespectful. I would took it as a teaching moment.
Mm.
You know that that's conditional love, right? You know that. He's like, "What is that, mom?"
Mhm.
So now I'm teaching. So you take it as a teaching moment to help them to understand and learn, right? That that is
Exactly.
like that is so much more impactful than taking away their phone or sending them to their room,
Right.
right?
And this is a really good point. And this is a good point to say this. You can't just take away their devices. You can't just grab it and throw it in the garbage. This has to be discussed. You know what? How often one little child said to her therapist, her child therapist, I wish my mommy paid half as much attention to me as she does to her phone. But you can't
Yeah,
just grab their devices. You have to have a conversation and you have to
yeah.
make a plan together.
I say invite a conversation. Like I have a
Mm.
14-year-old, so I'm in the thick of this with you parents. I understand completely. But I do let my son have his phone and stuff in his computer. But okay, here's my thinking. My thinking is I am not going to be around his whole life. He needs to learn regulation, right? He needs to learn the consequence of being up that late and still having to go to school because you're still expected to go to school, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. You work a lot with women with addiction. So I want to touch on that because I think that is so. First of all, I want to just say, parents, we all have addictions. That actually helped me to be more empathetic. And also because, I mean, I have struggled with my own addiction to things, right? So I think all of us have that um, that ability to get addicted to something. And so that's why we can't be judging each other. We have to realize that it is a problem solving thing um, that people need help with.